All right, it's November 29th, Monday afternoon, about 2:15. It's I wanted to bring up something that's interesting because it kind of applies to one of my props. And anyway, President Biden, every year the president gives a pardon to the turkeys or the turkey or whatever. In this case, I believe it was more than one. So he pardoned the turkeys, and then he commented. He said that there's a reason I have props, okay? But he commented. He stated that the industry reps had picked the turkeys to be spared. He said, based on their temperament, appearance, and I suspect. And he said the V word, but I can't say that here, so I'll say basting status. Okay, so that's what he said. But then here's an actual quote, okay, and I'm not altering this. This is what he actually said, and it's appropriate when you consider it's Thanksgiving. He said, instead of getting basted, these two turkeys are getting boosted. I don't know. I'm sorry. That one just kind of tickled me, but I wanted to share it anyway. Yeah, this will be back in a second. I got to tell you something else. Ice Age farmers reporting that already in India to coax and encourage people into getting a basting. Did you see that? See how you just want to say it? You want to get anyway. To coax and encourage people to get this, to force. They're just going to say, sorry, no fuel or food for you. And that's happening. Ice Age Farmer, he's got a YouTube channel. You can check that out if you're interested. Also, John at Watchman for That Great Day, also another YouTube channel here. Links to a video about the WHO director. And it's interesting, and he points out, and I'll just say it too, the words that he uses are ironclad, global agreement. For the rules of the game, generated agreement, binding pact. And you know what he's talking about. Okay, and so now we're seeing this big push to the youngins, right? So, Cabin Talk, Claudia Cabin Talk is a channel here on YouTube. She's also on BitChute, and she posted this on BitChute. But she didn't post it all, she also left a link. Okay. And I'm not going to go into detail about what it is, but when you go over, you can also, here's the channel where I believe it originated, okay? And I'm not going to pretend to pronounce it, so I'm just going to spell it. UBIQUEM at BitChute. Okay, and this guy posted about the, well, I'm not going to go into it. I want you to go look. But he basically exposed some of what's supposed to be in here, and believe it or not, it's you've seen Exactos, right? And at the end they've got a specially designed razor blade, right? Okay, well, you've seen this one's pretty beat up, but and just like this razor, right? Well, coincidentally, floating around inside of yeah, and so you might want to watch that, especially considering there's a humongous push on right now to get it done for everyone. You know what I mean? So everyone can be one, except for the ones that don't want to be one, and I suppose they'll be dragged away and separated from the one. You gotta laugh. These guys are lunatics. And for whatever reason, they obviously have a short time to be lunatics. So they're all acting like a bunch of asshats. I don't think that's a biblical word. But it's definitely, when you look at what's happening in the Bible, when you see the mark arising, and that's what I believe this is. I don't see what you certainly couldn't call something like, once you see what I'm talking about here in the links, you go over to those channels and investigate and actually read this translated from German video in English, or if you listen in English, or I mean, if you understand German, the German language, you can just listen to it. But otherwise, it's translated into English. And once you see that, I think you'll agree that this combination is not a good combination, okay, to be floating around within your temple, let's just say. And that's how I look at it. So, anyway, yeah, the WHO director wants this agreement, you know, and it needs to be really pushed by everyone, kind of all the way around, you know. And this is where we're going. This is a global, obviously, a global agenda. It's called global. It's worldwide. Um, it's a worldwide agenda. It's everything that we know on the earth. It's including all of that. So anyway, I thought you guys might like to know that, and I mean, you can see how close we are. We got to be so close. I mean, I'm having a hard time understanding. They're literally wanting to do this to the youngins. And I haven't come up with a better word for it than that, but, not to trigger anything. Maybe that already did, who knows, but I mean, it's just that I can't imagine that Jesus would allow that. You know what I mean? I just can't imagine. I hope not. And I'm praying not. I'm praying not. Anyway, you guys, I don't, know what else to say. These are crazy times. And just keep praying and trusting God. I mean, I don't. Who else are you gonna trust? Who else are you gonna trust? Anyway, till next time, you guys take care.